What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my dog Sage. Today, I'm doing a different video than I've ever done before. I'm talking about just strictly vintage t-shirts. I've been thinking a lot about it lately because the vintage t-shirt game is at a crazy boiling point. It's hotter than ever. T-shirts are selling right now for more than they ever have. Now, I've been doing this for 20 years, 15, 20 years. Everybody knows this. Me and Jesse both have been doing this for so long. T-shirts have always been popular. T-shirts have always been a good commodity to sell within vintage. But for many, many years, it was only one small part of the whole package of the vintage business. You know, it was never like we based our whole business off t-shirts, but now there's tons of sellers basing their whole business off just selling t-shirts, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, t-shirts are a major staple item in everyone's wardrobe. Everybody has tons in their closet. You're always going through them. You're always going to need more. But right now, tees are selling for crazy money. Lots and lots of t-shirts are selling for 1,000 plus, 2,000, even higher than that, which is crazy for a t-shirt. All over prints are like reaching like crazy prices right now. Marvel tees are reaching crazy prices right now. Um, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to get into it. I wanted to show you some t-shirts that are selling for ridiculous money on eBay. Disclaimer though, like I said in my rant video, eBay is not the price guide. This is just facts of things that I'm going to show you that have sold on eBay. Um, but guaranteed, there's t-shirts that are selling off eBay for way more money too. So, and a lot less. So some things on eBay can be total fluke. It doesn't really dictate the market in my eyes, but I'm going to show you just to give you some reference here on certain tees that are hitting all-time high prices. Also, some of these are offer ups on eBay, so we don't know the exact price that they got, but some of them are actual bidded up prices. So we do know that they got that money. Now, if the people paid, that's another story. That's why you can't really like look at this as the end all be all price guide. But I know from being in this business, from selling to dealers, from selling at the Rose Bowl to collectors, end users, I know t-shirts are at an all-time high right now. It is a boiling point in the market. Um, it's a trend in the market. You know, trends come up, trends go down. I've seen so many vintage trends hit highs and hit big time lows. Like right now, vintage leather is on a low. Vintage hippie fashion is on a low. Used to be able to sell any East West for $1,000 to $2,000. Now you're probably lucky to get 500 bucks. You know, a good motorcycle jacket used to sell for tons of money. Now it's hard to get good money for a motorcycle jacket. Um, Vintage workwear is still on a high. Obviously, t-shirts are on the up right now, but it's 90s. Like 80s t-shirts are dead. It's hard to sell 80s t-shirts. Even good rock t-shirts from the 80s, it's hard to sell. Sure, they'll still sell, but not for the money that they probably once did. Anyway, it's always up and down. Ebbs and flows of the market, just like stocks. It's coming up, it's coming down. You ride it. Sometimes you can buy while it's cheap and ride it out and wait till it goes up. But you got to pay attention to the trends. Okay, so I'm going to get into it. I'm going to show you some tees. I'm going to run through some tees that sold on eBay and talk about it. Okay, first up, we're talking about Marvel. I know some Marvel tees are selling for ridiculously more money than this, but here we have a Wolverine AOP all over print 1991 tee sold. I think this was an offer up, so it was listed for 710. I think it probably, who knows what it went for, but definitely over 500 bucks for this one. Sick tee. But yeah, Marvel is hot right now. Okay, Ozzy Osbourne T-shirt. This all over print with the crazy flaming dragon on it, the cross. These are fake. I've seen two of these that sold on eBay for $600 and $700. These are fakes. I'm almost positive I've seen them at the Rose Bowl. I got into a big altercation with some dude about selling fakes at the Rose Bowl because it was super whack. Um, Anyway, let me tell you that story quickly. So I'm at the Rose Bowl, chilling in the booth, selling, and these kids come up and they're hype. And at the Rose Bowl, we're always talking to our customers and talking to friends about what they got. How was your day? Did you score some cool stuff? And these kids are super hype, and they're like, "Yo, we got this sick tee." And they show me the tee, and it's this T-shirt right here. And I'm looking at it, I'm touching, I'm feeling it. The tag's ripped out, and it feels super plasticized print, like way more rubbery than you'd normally feel from a vintage tee. And I'm like, yeah, I think this is fake. So they're like fucking pissed. He's like, I just bought it from this guy over there for $200. I show it to a couple other friends of mine at the bowl, and they're like, yo, it's fake for sure. These are coming out of Mexico right now. Probably like Tijuana or wherever they're coming from. They're printing them on single stitch blanks, and kids are getting hosed on them for sure. A lot of people are probably getting hosed, just like this eBay purchase here for who knows $700 for this fake T-shirt. Anyway, the kids started to ask me to go back and help them get their money back, and I'm like, I don't want to go help you get your money back on this T-shirt. This is ridiculous. So, anyway, they were like 15-year-old kids, and they were super pumped on having me go help them get their money back. So I did. I went back. I told the guy that these kids were upset about buying a fake tee. He gave them their money back, but then proceeded to flip out on me about uh, what I was doing. Which, okay, fair enough. I hate to take money out of people's pocket, but he overreacted, tripped out on me about it, even though he knew they were not legit T-shirts. So, moral of the story here, though, is watch out for these fakes. Make sure you know what you're buying. If you're going to invest big money into something, make sure it's from somebody reputable. I hate that these are out there and they're making the game have a bad name. But anyway, moving on. So, this T-shirt is worth that money if it's original, but if it's fake, nope. Okay, moving on. De La Soul T-shirt. De La Soul has always been hella rare. This one sold for $700. This is on like the later Screen Stars tag, kind of a janky looking bootleg tee, I think. Anyway, sick tee. Nirvana tees are still popping. Nirvana tees, like in the closed listings on eBay, there's lots of Nirvana tees going for around $1,000, which is crazy. This is a sliver. Yeah, it's gnarly. Nirvana tees going for $1,000. Okay, Mosquito had Jamie Foxx Wanda T-shirt. This one for over $1,000, $1,025. Me and Jesse have had this T-shirt probably 2 or 3 times in the last 2 years, and I would say we've sold it for about $300 to $400 every time. Nowhere close to $1,000. Obviously, we know it's a sick tee. This one, like I said, could be an eBay fluke that somebody just really needed it and they haven't been able to find it. Um, but crazy, crazy high price. Right. This is just a sick, sick liquid blue all over print tee. We've had this one too. This one sold for $550, but it's not even. This isn't a band. It isn't a mosquito head. This is just a liquid blue generic print. Although it is a sick print. Um, yeah, liquid blue has some sick shit. This one blew my mind. This T-shirt blew my mind because I do want this T-shirt. This is my favorite movie of all time. $1,000 for an official Universal licensed Back to the Future tee. I've seen this T-shirt pop up on Instagram, and I think I asked kids recently how much this was, and I've gotten offered like prices like $250, $300 range, and I even thought that was high. This one sold for $1,000. Again, this is eBay. Who knows if they paid? Who knows if this was a legit purchase? But it's $1,000. Blows my mind. I have some sick Back to the Future pieces. I have this crazy sweatshirt that has like insane color print on it. I have a couple T-shirts, I think. But yeah, my favorite movie of all time. Me and Jesse had the VHS box set, and it even came with. It had the 3 movies, and it came with a fourth movie of behind the scenes. Back to the Future is sick. This is another crazy tee though that I've never seen. I might have seen this print. I don't know, but this is an Air Jordan 85 original tee with the tags. So, I mean, to find something dead stock like that, that's fucking pretty rare. That probably warrants that price for sure. Okay, Nas bootleg rap tee. Obviously, we know these always sell for big money. This is a sick one. Just look at the colors on that. It's like pretty fire, pretty dope. Definitely worth the cash, I would say, on that. Okay, getting into some higher priced t-shirts here. Butthole Surfers, 1990. I read the description on this one. This one came with like a special book, but I don't know if the book was old or the book was new about some old t-shirts from the artist. Anyway, this was in the artist's collection who made this t-shirt. $1,481 for this tee. Obviously, Butthole Surfers tees always go for big money. This one is hitting top dollar though. This particular Nirvana shirt I see go for money all the time. I know there's a version that's like a multicolored print, you know, where they put different color inks on the screen and give it the thing so each one comes out different, like a rainbow print. I've seen that. I think Kirby Dead Union had that tee. I don't think he got $5,000 for it though. This was an offer up, so I don't know what this person paid for this tee. Fruit of the Loom tag. Yeah. $5,000 price tag. Who knows what they got? I keep getting texted. This is super annoying. Okay. Sonic Youth tee. I know Chloe from Got It For Cheap has this tee. This tee sold for $1,300. This was a winning bid. So it's a legit price. If they paid, who knows? On a Brockham tag. Sick tee. Snoop Dogg t-shirt. Bootleg Snoop. This one is $1,155, over $1,000. I mean, there's a few other. The big head Snoop one that like Ventmall copied also has been selling for over $1,000, which is, I mean, I guess that one's always been selling high, but I was kind of trying to stay away from t-shirts that we know sell for that high, but yeah, $1,155 on the Snoop. Okay, 3D emblem, Hog Power. This one had a $4,000 price tag. It says sold for. That means it was a offer up on this. So who knows what they got? Typically, I know that this tee garners around $1,000, $1,200, $900 to $1,200. I don't know. I've had it a few times. Me and Jesse have had it. Who knows what this one went for? But if it went for even $2,000, that's still crazy. Okay. So there was a lot of Nirvana heart-shaped box tees going for around $1,000. Blah de blah. Who cares? That tee is so common. If you look at eBay closed listing, there's like 10 to 1 of that tee to any other tee selling for $1,000, and you're like, wow, that's like, there's so many of them out there, and people are still paying that much money for them. It's kind of wild, but they love it. Justin Bieber wore it. It's an all-over print. There you go. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you and talk about the t-shirt market. I hope the t-shirt market keeps going up and up and up, but it can't go up forever. So just be prepared, people. If you're invested all your resources into t-shirts and you're not learning anything else about vintage and all you're doing is learning about t-shirts, just be prepared that this market might not last forever, and you might want to diversify yourself into other areas of vintage, because the vintage business is going to continue to go up, but certain parts of it are going to trend up and down, as it always has. Like polo has been consistent for years and years and years, but you know, since they started doing all the retros to polo, it dipped hard. So now that they're doing all these fakes of all these crazy all over print t-shirts, is the t-shirt game going to dip? Who knows? Just be prepared. Diversify your knowledge into other areas. I personally have sold a tee for, I think, $2,400. $2,400 US. I have sold one t-shirt for. That is very, very high in my opinion. Because there's like, you know, there's lots of t-shirts worth under $5, like $150 to $5. There's tons of t-shirts. $5 to $1,000, there's a few. Anything over $1,000, there's not that many t-shirts that are worth that kind of money. Anyway, tell me what the most you've ever sold a t-shirt for in the comments below. Comment below, how much is the most you've ever sold a vintage t-shirt for? One single t-shirt. Want to see what I'm wearing today? This is a Chemical Brothers. Chemical Brothers Freestyle Dust t-shirt I got from Varsity Los Angeles. Thanks for this tee. I did not pay $500 or $1,000 for this tee, although I did probably pay $100 for this tee because I like it. There you have it. The t-shirt business. It's going crazy. Ride the wave while you can, people, because it is definitely firing. Talk to you next time. Hope you enjoyed this vid.